Man, oh man, what's up guys? This is Brian.
Jesse.
You're watching MMA the hard way in the car. Saturday, we got another big Fox card.
Yep.
I think it's the lightweight fight that everyone's been waiting for. People have been talking about wanting this for a long time. Finally seeing Gilbert Melendez go up against Henderson. And so this Saturday we got big fights. We got 13 fights, 3 on Facebook. We got FX, and then we got the main card on Fox.
Several debuts.
Yeah, so we got like I think seven. Yeah, 7 people making their debuts, mostly from Strikeforce. Top.
Right on. So we'll start first. These are on Facebook. Starts at 1 o'clock Pacific Standard Time.
Oh yeah.
Clifford Starks versus Joel Romero Palacio. He's making his debut.
Yeah, he's a Cuban guy.
Yeah, Cuban guy, 185ers.
Yeah, striker.
Yeah,
I'm pretty sure. I think he lost his last fight to no disrespect. I mean to Cavalcante.
Yeah.
Which hey, you know,
that's a given.
That guy. I mean, it's no shame in losing to that guy.
No, not at all. Next up, we have Anthony. I could never pronounce his last name. That's right.
Yeah.
Versus Roger Bowling, both coming off of losses. Roger making his UFC debut.
Yeah, to Strikeforce. Should be a pretty good bout.
Up next, last fight on the Facebook, TJ Dillashaw versus Hugo Viana, Wolverine.
Oh man, I'll tell you that's actually a fight I really want to see. Why that's only on Facebook, I don't know.
I have no idea.
But I think it's just because they have so many great fights. But that fight should be just unbelievable. Both of those guys are just on a stinking tear.
They're going to stand and bang.
Oh.
They're not going to try and play footsies with each other.
Dillashaw's his only loss was to John Dodson.
Yeah.
And
it's going to be a great fight. Next up, George Masvidal.
Masvidal.
That's right.
Yep.
Versus
another lightweight fight.
Tim Means. Yeah, 155ers. Tim Means in a 5-win streak.
Yeah, actually, Tim Means is actually, I did some checking, he's actually on a 10-fight win streak.
Wow.
Yeah, the guy has just been,
so
going for it. And Masvidal, I think his last loss was
Gilbert.
Yeah, Gilbert Melendez.
Right.
So he actually made it all the way up to getting a title shot in Strikeforce. So,
and this is when they had some heavy hitters in Strikeforce.
Yep.
Up next is we got Joseph Benavidez versus Darren. You might want to help me with this last name, my friend.
Yeah.
Yami?
Oh yeah.
Darren.
Yeah, Darren. There we go.
125ers. So they're both coming off wins. It's gonna be a very fast-paced fight, man. 125ers do not. You can't blink.
I'd say that this is. I would almost consider this like a winner gets to be contender. Gets the next shot.
Joseph, he's for as small as he is, he's got knockout power. Next, we got Miles Jury versus Ramsey Najim.
Yeah, Ramsey obviously he hasn't lost since he
only
he
Tony
lost
Ferguson. That's it.
Tony Ferguson fight.
So that's gonna be a great fight. 155ers also.
Boy, oh boy, yeah.
Next up, we have Chad Mendes versus Darren Elkins.
Wow.
145. Yeah. You mentioned sleeper. I agree with you. That might be.
I mean, Elkins has been slowly creeping his way up to where he's
under
fighting
the radar.
Mendes.
Yeah, under the radar.
I mean,
under the radar.
Yeah, there's that division is becoming one of the most exciting divisions. I got to say, we're still waiting for a Korean Zombie to come back. Mm-hmm. That's going to be. I love watching that guy fight.
He's badass.
Chad Mendes. I mean, undefeated until he faces Jose Aldo. Gets knocked out by that knee.
It's a given.
In Brazil.
It's a given.
But I mean, that guy is going to be very difficult. But Elkins, it's like people don't know who he is, but the guy's he's 16-2.
Yeah, he's got a ridiculous record.
Yeah.
Like you said about the division, the 155 used to be the stacked division. Now it's 145.
I think that's the only 145 card on the fight on the card.
Up next we have Lawrence Larkins versus Francis Carmont.
Yeah.
Both on. They both funny. Lawrence Larkin's last win was versus Robbie Lawler. Francis Carmel's last win was over Tom Lawler.
Yeah, I know. Interesting. I see these guys again. I think this is the only. There's only 2 middleweight fights on the card. I actually see this fight coming down to cardio. You got Lorenz Larkin making his debut. He's taking the step up. Carmon's been going up against UFC guys.
Yeah,
but I think I saw in Carmon's last fight, his cardio is a little suspect in round 3.
He was starting to gas. He started to wing.
And
he just
I think Lorenz Larkin is, with his wrestling pedigree and his cardio, I think he's going to outclass him I think he's going to go.
He's going to try
decision.
and control the pace. He's really going to try and control the pace with his wrestling.
Yeah, that's how I see that one going.
Next is Jordan Mean versus Matt Brown. Both off of win streaks. Impressive wins.
That one actually has the makings of definitely being fight. Well, the thing is there's probably 5 potential fight of the night on that. The thing is, Matt Brown is. One thing I noticed when I did a little research was back in 2010, he got submitted 3 times in a row in 2010, and he didn't get kicked out.
Yeah.
And it's like, why? I think it's because he brings it. He's been bringing it since day one, since Ultimate Fighter.
He doesn't do the point system. He just he wants to finish you, and if he gets finished, hey, at least he tried.
And the cool thing about Matt Brown is he made a change to his training after he gets subbed 3 times, because look at him now. You know what I mean?
Well, he beat, Mike Swick. He didn't fall for the Swickatine. Up next is our man Nate Diaz versus Josh Thompson.
Boy.
That's another
that's
fight
a Northern California showdown. Stockton versus the local.
Nate's brother basically is Gilbert Melendez, and then Josh's 2 losses are to Gilbert Melendez. So, tell me there's
Gilbert's been teaching him how to beat Josh Thompson. The thing is a lot of, like you said, a lot of last time that Thompson and Melendez fought one another, a lot of people were saying that Thompson won.
A lot of people thought that Josh Thompson was. I'm not gonna say he was robbed, but I think he was overlooked.
Very close. So I think this is going to be a very close fight.
Like you said, another possible fight of the
anywhere.
night. Yeah,
They're both good everywhere.
They're both good on the ground, and they've got great chins, and they got good stand up. Yeah. Next up is Danny Cormier versus Frank Mir.
Again, 2 times in a row where we only have 1 heavyweight fight on the card.
It's almost like an anchor for the whole card.
I'm telling you, dude. And these heavyweights, they do not disappoint. We know Cormier's going to come in there with those hands. That boxing, unbelievable boxing.
He finished Bigfoot when no one thought he could.
Probably has never been taken down. Probably won't be taken down. No. The only chance that Mir has, I don't think he has a chance to beat him on his feet. The only chance he has is to somehow get on the ground or pull guard. Yeah. That's a possibility. And then, once he's there, Cormier's got a scramble that is
he knows how to get out of there.
And the thing is we know that Cormier will not fight Cain Velasquez.
No.
And he's already said after he, quote, beats Mir,
he's going to
drop into 205 and go head hunting.
And, Mir is very dangerous in talking so much smack because all you're doing is feeling that fire.
Yeah. Well, he is an intelligent fighter.
He's a very good fighter. I'm like, come on. He broke little, Big Nog's arm, which is, the jiu-jitsu guy, and he submitted him and broke his arm, but still, when stand and bang is a different story.
Yep.
Next up, Ben Henderson versus Gilbert Melendez. Now we're going to find out who's number 1.
2 guys that are literally, everyone has been saying, ever since Henderson became the champ, everyone said, well, let's see him up against Melendez. Well, now we finally get to see the best guy in Strikeforce.
Even Nate Diaz said, you know what? I know Gilbert's going to take him. I know I couldn't do it. I know Gilbert is. So, Gilbert's he's got some bricks for hands. Yeah. He's got some bricks for hands. So, really, it's a great card. Really great card. I just
hope that this isn't one of those fights where, and Jake Hillenberger tweeted this just over the weekend, where he can't believe how many guys are losing fights because they're straying away from their game plan.
Yeah.
And I hope that a fight like this where someone is coming at it where they don't stray away from their game plan and they just stick to it, and it should just go everywhere, be unbelievable. It could take the place. my notes is that it could take the place of Hendo's Shogun. It has the makings of being that kind of a fight.
They're both brawlers. They're both great on the ground. They both stand and bang. It's going to be a great fight. Plus, I personally think that Gilbert has heavier hands than Nate Diaz.
Yeah.
I think he has much heavier hands.
Yeah, and he could catch him for sure. So we'll check it out, and please comment, subscribe right up here, and share this with your friends. Thanks a lot, guys.
Thanks a lot, guys. Take care.